drift in slumber, smoke fills the velvet room. Madness
All right, welcome everybody to the Amazing Thoughts podcast. I am Pig, and with me is Trey 50 Daniel. Hello, sir.
How's it going, Pig?
It's going okay, man. I'm not gonna lie. I'm already a little bit drunk, but you know what? It is Friday, so
It is Friday.
indeed. It's almost like fucking Valentine's Day and shit, right?
Yeah, we're coming up on it.
We're talking about that the other, basically yesterday. And I've never celebrated one single fucking Valentine's Day, to be honest with you.
See, I did back whenever I was dating a lot more. Like, to me, Valentine's Day is a lot more for the dating, like people who are dating and they want to like show off to their significant, like whatever, their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. Like they if they um decide that they like want to like treat them nice for a day, and then all of a sudden, like, so maybe they'll get some, but a lot of times it's to get in their pants, to be honest. But generally speaking,
What do you mean by advancement? Like naughty stuff?
yeah,
Mm.
yeah, they try to, like, that's usually what it is. But a lot of times, like, once you're married and we went through that, like, it's not, there's, especially whenever you have kids, like maybe when you're first married, you have some of that time, but when you have kids, it's kind of like there's no way we can go out and do something unless we can get somebody to watch the kids, stuff like that. So
Right. So
kind
in
of
the
becomes
spirit,
less.
okay. So in the spirit of Valentine's Day, let's talk about something that I've always wondered about this shit and whatnot. Let's talk about fucking Tinder, right?
That's a good one.
Listen, I just came up with this fucking topic, and I have no idea what we're gonna talk about it. But I feel like there's a lot to talk about it, right? Because it's both something that can be used for getting a decent relationship and also just getting the one night stand that a lot of people crave. But it's also a very predatory and very fucked up fucking application, don't you think?
Well, I think all of dating apps are they're both positive because you can meet people that you wouldn't normally meet.
Mm.
But then but honestly, the biggest, this is just speaking from experience, the biggest dating tip I would have for anybody is just really just to find people near you. And I don't mean like go find them, not, but like go to events and stuff. Like my wife and I met at college, so that's if you go somewhere and you interact with people and you actually talk to them, that's
Yeah.
more likely what's going to be the better option, because then you have a lot of that face to face. Whereas a lot of this Tinder, I think, and the whatever dating app scene is it's you got text back and forth, and sometimes people send send nude pictures to each other. It's like
Mhm.
like, oh yeah, I want to see you naked, you see me naked, it's like that kind of thing, or whatever. Or even if it wasn't nudes, it's like just sending pictures back and forth and talking to them. It's not anywhere near the same as being able to sit down with somebody and just have like an honest conversation with them.
Yeah. I agree. Listen, the reason why I struggled is because, okay, I've done a lot of fucking sexting in my day. Here's what I'm gonna say about this, regarding what you just said. Right, I live in a very small town, and I think, I don't know if the small towns where I live are equivalent to the small towns you live in America. I say this because maybe what you guys consider a small town could be a city, or it could be like a place with like 15,000 or 20,000 people living in there. What I consider a small town is the place I live in, which has like 4,000, 5,000 people living in it, which is like, if you think about it, it's not that much, right? Where everybody knows each other to an extent.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'm just gonna basically tell you this. Every girl here that is basically my age or an age that I'm interested in, which is typically like a little bit older, not like a grandmother, but I do like older women. They're all taken. They're all either
Yeah.
like, they're either like engaged or they're either in a relationship for like quite a significant amount of time, or they've been married for quite some time. Like, listen, things happen. It's not like
Yeah.
you can't get a relationship to go to shit or anything, but for the most part, most women here, they are taken, and they're not willing, like they're not interested in someone else, if you will. Like it's that's another thing. Like like there's not a lot of people here willing to cheat and willing to just sort of like go the, because again, it is a very, very small place, and if you cheat, it's gonna get known at some point.
Very quick. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, like my experience, the cities that I've lived in. Right now, the city that we live in currently has like 8 or 9 thousand people. But the city that I grew up in mostly, that was like maybe 2,000 people there. So
Wow,
I
that's
mean,
really small.
yeah. I mean, it's a real small town, rural area. So everybody, there was a bunch of people who formed down here. So there's a lot of that
Right.
kind of stuff. So it's a small town vibe like that, like you're saying, and a lot of times, like you said, everybody knew everything. Whenever someone, like, everybody knew who was dating who and all this stuff. So I mean, kind of do it, especially like you said, doing something. If you were to like, cheating on their girlfriends and stuff, that gets found out really quick.
Yeah, because there's the thing about dudes. We love bragging about shit, right? We love.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I fucked that girl over there. Oh yeah, I fucked her. Yeah, I nailed that girl.
Yeah.
And so, like, even if you don't want
like
to,
the locker room talk.
yeah. Well, I don't know, man. I haven't. I haven't had much. What do you mean, like? Okay, so what do you mean by locker room? Is like after sports or after like physical education?
Yeah, after usually the guys in the locker room.
So after
Like
physical
after-
I was
after
like
sports. So
very young, so I didn't give a shit about that. And when I was when I was relatively, I want to say relatively adult to talk about that kind of stuff, I didn't have physical education, so there was no locker talk or anything. But listen, it's not, it doesn't have to be locker room talk, even if like you're at the cafe or whatever, like
or like the pub talk.
lockers,
I guess that's more like, it's like talk at the pub, really.
Mm-hmm. We're like sitting there, we're having a couple of drinks and shit. We're just like, yeah, oh yeah, that chick, yeah, I nailed her and stuff. Yeah. Oh, that one, oh, I wish I could. Whatever, haha, lol.
Yeah. And then all of a
know?
sudden you tell on yourself or something.
Exactly. So it's really hard to keep things secret in these places. But I guess it's mostly because the population is low. Once they find someone that they like, and once they find someone that they could settle with, I guess they just settle with them, and it's fine. It's whatever, Like if you go to a city, it's completely fucking different. Like a city with a lot of people. I'm saying city because like where I live is like so small that if you go to a city, it's like completely different. Like the way they live their lives is so different compared to like the way we live our lives. Like they're always on a relationship.
Yeah.
Like every single fucking weekend they have a different girlfriend or whatever. It's so like different. I can't. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're living this city lifestyle of like,
Mm.
and a lot of it's very different whenever you have to like, you can basically walk to somebody else's apartments or something like that. Those kind of things, you have a lot more access to different people.
Yeah.
And instead of like a small town, it's like, well, if I get in my car and I go drive to her, or something like that, that'd be a little bit different.
And then there's also the social aspect of it, where if a
Yeah.
girl is seen with a lot of dudes, they're immediately branded. A slut. They're a slut.
Hmm.
They're a whore. Even though they could be just enjoying life. I'm not judging. They could just be enjoying life. Like, if a dude can fuck a bunch of girls in a week, why can't a girl without being a slut, right? I mean, the dude's technically a slut as well,
Yeah.
right?
They even have a term for it here. I mean, I don't know if you guys use the same term, but they call them like man horses.
Men whores.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I mean, we have a term, but it's in Portuguese, which is cabrão, which basically it's like, okay, so we have we have a word for goat, which is cabra, right?
Mhm.
Cabra is, well, it's a goat. Cabrão,
Yeah.
it's like the male version of a goat. And I guess the relationship between this thing is that male goats are just like doing it all over the fucking place all the time. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I guess.
And it's also a dude with horns, very long horns.
a horny guy.
Well, yeah,
But
Dude,
I guess what you're trying to do is you're trying to tie this back to like the whole Tinder thing, right? So what you're
Yeah,
saying
yeah,
is like you're since you're in a small town, Tinder is kind of better because then you could talk to
no,
more
it's
people.
it's awful. It's fucking awful. Like, there's no one.
Oh.
Like, I mean, I've never found anybody to do anything with on Tinder, to be honest.
Hmm.
Then again,
That's surprising.
I'm not a catch. I'm not a catch. I'm not like your fucking average, I want to fuck this guy like one night stand and I'm gonna like whatever. So it's all good, but no, the point is with Tinder is that like Tinder kind of diminishes relationships to, hey, well basically, like, okay, I watched a video about Tinder a few months ago, and basically Tinder it's predatory. It's made to basically like 70 to 80% of the dudes are not going to get shit that are on there because the women that are
The
on
top
there don't give a
10%.
shit about those
Well-
70 to 80% of those dudes.
Yeah, they I think I know what you're referencing. There was actually a study done that they found that like 80% of women liked the top 20% of men.
Yes,
That's
yes.
basically all it was. Like it
Yeah.
was like 80% of the women liked the top 20%. They all wanted to go for those guys. They didn't care about any of the other guys. It's essentially like if you're not the prime like catch, I guess.
And
then,
like the thing is, you could like there was literally I saw this shit on Reddit. There was literally a dude who fucking posted a bunch of pictures of like this Adonis looking motherfucker on Tinder, and he said like, I'm a child molester, but I'm really cool and shit. And just because he looked a specific way, there were tons and tons and tons of women being like, I don't care, it's all good. Like, oh, you liked molesting children? I don't give a shit. You just look really good. I want to fuck you. Like, bro, what?
Whoa,
No, this is real.
that's wild. I need to see this now.
Gundam made a video on this, actually.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll have
Yeah.
to watch the Gundam's video.
It's just like, bro, really? So just because like a dude looks good, you don't give a shit about like what they do outside of like their reality or whatever? Like, what the fuck, man?
Yeah,
So that's-
I agree with what Crimson is saying in the chat. Actually, I think that Tinder it's designed for you. It's not designed.
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Be in a relationship. It's designed for you to find someone to spend time with.
That's
And
actually
that's
wrong.
pretty much it.
That's actually wrong. Tinder is actually designed to attract all the ugly motherfuckers that want to be in a relationship, but they're willing to. So the motherfuckers that are looking good they don't have to pay a single fucking dime to Tinder to get a relationship or to even get a one-night stand. But every other motherfucker that's not like the Adonis looking deep shit, they are essentially paying Tinder to fucking get those premium things, or paying to get the fucking gold things or whatever. Like I don't know what it's called or whatever, but they're willing to pay they're willing to pay a bunch of money so that they could be propelled to the top of the lists, right? Because they're not the good looking guys. So that's Tinder is literally designed. It's just like a video game. Think about it as like a video game that's designed to attract whales, right? The video game is dog shit. The video game sucks. No one gives a shit about the video game. But if you give people certain things in the video game to be interested in, to show off, and to be sort of like I love this guy's gear or whatever, they will pay for that shit, right? That's the way the Tinder and all of these applications that are supposed to be dating apps, they're all designed the same fucking way. They're all designed in a predatory fucking manner. They're all designed to be attractive to the motherfuckers that can't not be attractive. That makes sense?
Yeah.
So
wait, let me see. So what you're saying is the like the top 10% of guys, they really like it because then they can just go on there, and then everybody else is basically jealous of them, and then that's they can.
Okay, so if you're a good-looking guy, and if you're like you don't need an application to fucking get laid, is what I'm saying, right? You could just fucking snap your fingers. You could get laid. Like you look funny at a girl, and she's like, "Oh my god, I want to fuck that guy." Right? Yeah. These are the kind of guys that could be on Tinder. They are on Tinder, but again, they don't have to be. They don't. Right, exactly. They don't have to be on Tinder. This application, a lot of these applications, and about 99% of these applications are literally designed for everyone else, they're not necessarily designed for these guys, but they're designed to make money off of the guys that don't look like that. They're designed to make money off of those people that don't have that ease of just like looking at a girl and making them fucking wet, basically. Right? Yeah. So but I think that's how they profit, right? That's how they profit. It's just like how you have a lot of applications, unlike Tinder, because Tinder got all the fucking, I guess if you could say, it became viral as an application because, well, it is the application for dating or whatever. But that's why you have a lot of these applications with models, people who are like women who are literally paid, right, to be there, so that essentially they can make these fools feel good. It's exactly why OnlyFans works. Why does OnlyFans work? Because you have motherfuckers who could probably never get laid with the women that they want to get laid with, feel like they could get laid with them.
Right? Yeah, well, I think that what they do is they pay some of the the models, and then they basically use them as filler. So like, okay, I'm swapping right on her, right? You know, like so that's that's what a lot of them do. Like they have a lot of these people who they've basically paid, and they have filler, and then they have some real people who in there, and obviously a lot of these guys may be swiping left on the she's too big, you know, or whatever, and then. Like they don't realize that they would be maybe be more of a match than the model that they, you know. But essentially, the idea behind the dating apps really it's all about time engagement. Mm-hmm. So the idea behind the time engagement is to keep you on the app and keep you using their service more than anything, and that way they can sell you. Okay, you want to get premium, so that way maybe you can be seen by more people.
Yeah.
or whatever it may be they can do to keep you on that app. To be
Okay,
able
so
to
to
keep you in the
provide
dating ecosystem.
a hands-on example, if I go on Tinder right
Mhm.
now, right, with my profile, I can literally what is it? Swipe left, swipe right. What the fuck is the good one? Swipe right? I don't
Swipe
fucking
right,
know.
yeah.
Okay, so swipe, which is very offensive to me because I'm a left-handed motherfucker. Why is it swipe right that's the good one? Why is the left one not good? Fuck
Because
all of that.
right means correct.
No, left is better. Anyways, the point is, I forgot
This is
what the point
handism.
was. Fuck, man, I'm so retarded. But anyways, the point is like, yeah, I man, listen, I just want to read a couple of things that Chad is saying here. So Krim said, I feel like that's because Tinder attracts people who want to fuck and look good, not date. I agree, totally. And then she said, because any woman wanting a relationship would never go near a man who even talked a teeny bit weird about kids. Hopefully, yes, that should be the reality, but unfortunately, it is not the reality. And then she said, no human should. Exactly. But sometimes everyone gets weird and thirsty and doesn't assume the internet is telling the truth either. That is the internet. So you're horny and cynical, I guess. I don't know if this is like specifically about me, but it could be.
No,
It could
think
be.
she was meaning. I think she was meaning in general. Like she was saying, like yeah, if people who do that, they get they get stuck into it, and they basically just want to bang, and that's pretty much why they.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like, and also like I think the cynical part is more than anything. Like they want cynical people because the more cynical you are about dating, the more likely you are to stay on like Tinder. And that way, it keeps you engaged with that platform and keeps you trying to come back. Oh well, I'll try one more time. This girl's gonna do it. I'm gonna come back to Tinder because surely. I can't get somebody in real life. Like, if you think you couldn't, like, I know, like, you said some of this stuff about your town pig, but like, maybe there might be somebody that you run into one day that you would just see on the street that you would actually, meet and get along with. I don't, I don't know what's in the cards for you, but like that could be what happens. But a lot of people become cynical that they're just like, I can't meet anybody. Like they literally just give up, and that's why Tinder. Has such a stronghold on people.
Yeah, because like if you're living in a place that could be a small place, your limitations are basically sort of like to that place, right? So you can only meet the people that you could talk to personally. If you go on fucking Tinder, you could have the entire country, if not the whole world, possibly interested in you. Right, so it opens the horizons for the fucking dating thing, right? The whole dating world. So, yeah, I can see that surely, which is once again like why a lot of these fucking applications are dog shit, because they're not really giving you the reality. They're just giving you a delusion that you're going to think about, like, oh wow, I could be with this beautiful Norwegian girl from Norway while I'm in like the whole fucking across the country and shit. Wow, fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it allows you it allows for you to talk with the person, right? But does that mean that you're actually going to get along with the person? Fuck knows, man. On the internet, all of us have different personalities. Right? Like, I'm a very aggressive person on the internet. Like, I typically, if you tell me something that I don't agree with and you continue to like push against my narrative, I'm going to be aggressive. But in reality, like if we were sitting like, next to each other and having a coffee or whatever, I'm probably going to be like, yeah, I disagree with you. However, this is my view. Right? When like we're on the internet, it's like, I disagree with you, and so therefore, fuck you, fucking die in a goddamn ditch, you stupid piece of shit, So
Yeah.
everybody's on the internet is fucking different, right? Like this is
Well,
me. I'm describing me basically, but like a lot
yeah.
of people are like that.
Yeah, I mean, you have a different perspective based on you know, the whether or not the internet. Honestly, the internet kind of is that way. You kind of have to develop that strong attitude and that's sort of you know, strong backbone to be able to defend yourself and your ideas. But as far as
Yeah.
like, you know, in person, it depends on, you know, what level. There's a lot of difference with the personal interaction in person, because then I have to think about, I had to evaluate it. You know, are you really just being rude to me? Are you just being like a d bag straight up to me? Then yeah, I'm gonna take offense to that, and I'm actually gonna try to deal with you.
Right.
But if you're just approaching something in good faith, arguing with me, then maybe I'll probably be more agreeable. I'll probably be more like, well, I kind of see what you're saying, but this is how I think, you know, and that would be kind of the gist of it, in how we interact in person versus how we interact online.
Yeah,
But
because the biggest difference is that like in real life I could punch the shit out of you. I'm not saying I could. I'm just saying like there is a possibility of it. While
useful for
in
that.
on the internet, like I could say whatever the fuck I want to you, and nothing's gonna happen because the only thing that could happen is you're gonna either block me or you're gonna fucking close down the fucking door or the window, right? Oh my god, they blocked me. Oh, my life is ruined. No, my life is not ruined. I can still do whatever the fuck I want. He's like, who gives a shit, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Space Zombie here said a really good thing, because like Tinder straight up scams you. You don't pay premium. Well, you have 6 likes on your profile, so you can't see them until you pay. You pay maybe 1 to 2 likes on your profile. Granted, that could be just because they're a fugly bitch. Well, I don't think they're a fugly bitch, but then again, they are very much right. That's exactly what Tinder does to you, and about like 99% of other fucking applications that do this exact same shit. And that's how they fucking get their shit out of you. It's they promise you the relationships, they promise you that you could find your very own fucking like charming prince or whatever the fuck, and then you get on the fucking application and, well, yeah, you pay like money to the fucking application and you spend
Oh,
like fucking a bunch of months trying to fucking find your charming
and
prince, and
here's
then
here's the funny thing too, is we don't know how much of this interaction, especially like on Tinder, is someone either being malicious or being, or even bots. Uh, you know, like, because
yeah,
apparently, if I don't know if you saw this study, there is a study that like 50% or more of the internet traffic, a lot of it comes from bots. So a lot of people will use bots to target apps and things just so they can find people and be able to mess with them or something like that. So it's
Hmm.
not necessarily guaranteed, but that there is an increasing amount of like bots on the internet. So you don't know what's real and what's not. Um, that combine that with a lot of these people who are sort of predatory in their, you know, ideas of trying to like, oh, I'll match with these people, and then you know, because I had this you know, happen to me. You know, there were some guys from my high school who, you know, basically tried to like catfish me, and you know, luckily I found out, but like they basically tried to, you know, tried to catfish me because they were wanted to basically bully me, and
Oh,
that's
dude, there was a fucking episode of American Dad that's exactly the same thing you're describing. Literally the same thing you're describing.
yeah. I mean, they made a whole fake Facebook profile and everything, and tried to like add me and all this stuff. And you know, I tried to like basically I had to sleuth to figure out what was going on, but I was almost like hoodwinked by all that.
Right. Yeah, well, the thing is like catfishing is fucked up, but um well, I don't really have much of an answer to that. Like, yeah, catfishing is pretty fucked up. And it's gonna keep on happening, right? Oh fuck, we got a drink, man. Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you have drinks? What do you have? Holy shit, what is that?
Body armor.
Is that alcohol?
No, no. This is one
man.
of those like workout drinks or whatever. It has a lot of coconut water and stuff like that.
Mm. So you're like a straight edge mofo.
Yes, straight edge, completely.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I did a little bit. I did drink a little bit. You know, whenever I had somebody who I worked for, a lot of times they would take us out to parties, and they would basically like buy everybody alcohol, and it was like, okay, well, I just would sip on a Bud Light or something like that, and I was like,
Did it get you drunk?
not really. It just
Good.
tasted
good,
like.
good. Yeah, man. Nothing
luckily, 'cause I
wrong
was gonna have
with.
to drive home.
Honestly, nothing wrong without with being, with living your life without alcohol. Like, I mean, honestly, I've been drinking since I was 12 years old, and my life is pretty shit. So, hey, uh,
Yeah.
to each their own. Basically, some people have had alcohol their whole life. They're very good. They're doing fantastic. Some never had alcohol their whole life. They're doing fantastic. Others have had alcohol their whole life. They're doing shit. And others have had alcohol their whole life and they're doing shit. So it doesn't really fucking matter. But
Yeah.
so my point is, fuck Tinder, right? If you want to date, dude, it's
honestly,
so fucking hard. But I
like-
wish I could say like, go to a bar, go to a library,
Yeah.
go somewhere you could actually legitimately meet somebody for who they are and not what they are trying to be, because you could try to be anyone
there's a
on
lot
the
of
fucking internet.
Like there's a lot of different things you can do. So like you can go to a local event. If there's somebody somewhere, so like say they're like an hour away from me. If I was someone who drank, they have a huge craft brewery scene. So a lot of like IPAs that people brew and stuff like that.
Mm.
And so like if I was just wanted to go meet people, I could just go to one of those socials or something like that and meet people, or go to this event or that event.
Are you close to fucking Talladega?
Yeah, we're like a hour away, hour and 15 minutes away from Talladega.
Have you seen the video by Channel 5 about the Talladega fucking thing?
Are you talking about the which
Channel
video
5
is
with
that?
Andrew Callahan.
I don't know if I have. I don't know.
Oh, dude, you should watch that. It's so fucking funny. It basically just
I thought you were going to talk about
encapsulates. Go on.
I thought you were going to talk about the old Indian burial ground near there.
No. No, it's just like a bunch of dudes from in Talladega, just like enjoying NASCAR and just being like Americans and stuff like that. But nothing wrong with it, dude. Like, honestly,
Oh yeah.
a bunch of them are like
Yeah,
talking
dude,
about
they get
butt
rowdy.
holes and stuff like that. But it's good, man. Like, you see a camera in front of you and you're drunk or whatever, you're not gonna be goofy. Come on, man. Like, most people are gonna be goofy. So
Yeah, dude,
Nothing against
those guys party hard. If you ever went to Dega, I've been to Dega a few times, and these guys party hard, and a lot of times they don't even know, like they don't even care what's going on in the race. They're not really watching. The only time they're watching is they see somebody have a crash, and they're like, hell yeah, woo, got him. Woo. That's they go nuts, dude. If they see a crash, like the people get more excited about a crash, which is funny. Like they're excited that a crash happened there at Talladega. It's hilarious to watch.
I mean, why else would you watch like fucking cars driving around the fucking circle if it's not for a crash, right? But yeah, so basically point is, fuck Tinder. Tinder's garbage. Go meet people. Okay, here's a perfect example. Speaking like metaverses and all that bullshit. I used to do a lot of Second Life. I told you about this. I'm not ashamed of it. I've told this to a lot of people. I used to do a lot of Second Life, and there's this like woman, American woman, and she was thick, like actually thick.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like legit thick. And she was like, "Oh man, you know, like I go outside and everybody criticizes me or whatever the fuck, because I'm goth or some shit." It's like, yeah, but like, what if you give people the opportunity to meet you besides what you look like? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to live your life through Second Life. Like, what if you just go out? Like, what are you gonna do with like a partner in Second Life? What are you gonna do with them? Like, I mean, don't get me wrong. You could get somebody in Second Life that actually legitimately goes from whatever place they are to where you are. But at the end of the day, that's very rare to happen.
Well, so I think this is something in like human psychology, and I think that we disconnect ourselves from the other person. I think that's what brings a lot of this internet culture, like what you're talking about, and that's why basically, like, you know, like you said, you're a completely different person on the internet than you are in real life, and the reason is because you can disconnect yourself, like completely decouple yourself from the other people that you're talking to. So if I'm talking, you know, if we're talking trash back and forth to each other on the internet, then, you know, we're not standing right in front of each other, you know, so I could say whatever, and I wouldn't have near the level of consequences as if I just, you know, talk trash about you right to your face, because then it could have immediate consequences if you just decided like, hey, to haul off and like deck me or something. That's where like I think a lot of this breaks down, and where I think that the dating scene, you cannot beat, you know, talking to somebody in person and being there with somebody, because the idea that you can make this relationship work online is just a farce. Like, there's no way you're going to be able to have a genuine connection until you sit there and you hold their hand and you talk to them and you do these, you know, go to an event, do something with them, and you know, y'all connect to each other, and y'all go hang out at each other's house, you know, stuff like that. Until you have those kind of deep connections, you're not gonna, like, neither of you are gonna be infatuated enough to actually want to move the relationship forward. It's just gonna be surface level.
Yeah. Well, which is exactly why. See, the thing is, like, in a person, in person conversations, there's empathy. On the internet,
Mhm.
I hardly believe there's empathy on the internet. Like, I don't know who the
There's
like.
none.
You're just there's none, but there's either a little bit, or there's none, because like all you're doing is like conversating with a person that's like a fucking nickname. That's all they are. You don't even know if they're like an actual dude. I'm lucky that when I was playing World of Warcraft back in 2006 and 2007, I found a decent amount of women, but there was so many fucking dudes that were like playing female characters, and I was like, okay, well, I mean, okay, it could sound like a little bit sketchy, but I was never into like the whole fucking video game female character. I'm not interested in that shit. I'm being very honest. I think if anyone knows me, if I was interested in video game characters, I would say so. Because I talk about all the fucking time how much I masturbate and all that stuff. So, but if I was into the fucking characters in the video games, I'd be like, okay, yeah, sure. If I found out they were dudes, I'd be like, get the fuck out of my face, dumb fuck. But there is a like a significant amount of dudes in these video games
Oh yeah.
pretending to be women. That's the fucking fucked up part of it. Like, bro, what do you mean?
Well,
It's
I mean,
one
like, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of people who just want to like catfish. They want to like toy with people, and like, I don't know, they get enjoyment out of that.
look,
That's just
it's
weird.
one thing to play a female character. It's another thing to fucking pretend that you're a female playing a
Yeah.
female character. Like, dude, how do you even do that shit? I could never. I tried at some point. I tried to fucking play like a female character and like pretend I was a female. I couldn't do it. I can fucking, fucking like it's
No, like
weird.
immediately you're just gonna go off on somebody like, "Hey, you sucked in this raid, dude. Like, why? What are you even doing, man?"
Yeah, because like, dude, being a woman or being a female on the internet is just really fucked up, man. Like the moment you fucking say like you have a, well, not a dick between your legs, you're like, oh my god, I wish I could fuck you, and I wish I could fuck you, like, oh, I wish I could probably like. Come on, man. Really? You have to do that shit? Like, come on, man. Like, are you that needy? Are you that, like, is that necessary? Like, there's so much porn on the fucking internet. Why do you have to fucking do that in video games? Which are supposed to be like an escape from reality. Like, why do you have to do that? I don't understand, man. Personally, I don't fucking understand, like, why dudes do that. The amount of women I used to talk to, and they'd be like, oh yeah, if I could, like, you know, like the moment I saw this or that, like I thought you were this or you were that, like trying to fucking like either fuck me or trying to fuck me or something like that. I'm like, no, that's not my goal. Just want to like play the video game.
Talk and play the game.
Yeah, excuse me for trying to play the video game. You know, like,
Well,
for example, like
it's-
playing Overwatch. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Playing Overwatch. You find a woman playing a character in Overwatch, and like you say something like, "Please do better." It's like, oh, you're saying I need to do better because I'm a woman? No, I'm saying do better because you're not doing better. I would say the same thing if you were a dude.
Yeah, that's kind of like that. I don't know if you saw that video circulating, like the girl who was like, she was playing Halo, and she essentially she seemed like she was a decent rank, but she was playing the ranked mode, and then these guys were like, oh, I guess you need to get back in. It was the get back in the kitchen kind of jokes, whatever.
Oh
And
yeah.
and they like she took it so personal. But they were basically what they were started off saying was they were like, oh yeah, like you're sucking so bad, like, and then they started saying like, oh yeah, if you suck so bad, like why don't you just go play Rocket League or whatever, go back, maybe
Rocket
you need to.
League. Rocket League's
I don't know,
fucking
something-
difficult, man.
I don't know. They were basically telling her to like go play something else, like don't play a competitive shooter game, and that's like she didn't get it though, that she was just sucking that game. Like she just sucked that game, and she was like bottom of the leaderboard. And even if she was decent rank, like she was bottom of the leaderboard that game. And those guys actually got harassed over that. Like they got harassed because she
Good.
sent them after.
Good. I mean, good and not good, because like we had like the whole fucking stop cyberbullying with the space zombie. Wait, not this space zombie. Wait, it was another zombie. It's not this space zombie in chat. It was another zombie. It was like it was not space zombie. Wait, what? Unicorn zombie, I think it was.
Yeah, zombie unicorn.
Zombie, yeah, zombie unicorn.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, space zombie. I'm so fucking sorry. You see what I mean? Like, they're gonna think it was like fucking. I don't.
You're good.
I give up. Anyways, I'm sorry. Anywho, the point is, like, women are mistreated on the internet just because I think we talked about this like before. Women are mistreated on the internet just because you're women, which is stupid, because just because you're women or just because you're a woman doesn't mean you can't play a video game, or it doesn't mean like you can't do this or that, which is fucking retarded, because playing a video game is not something that's like, it doesn't require you to fucking lift heavy weights. It's a fucking mouse. Anyone could fucking lift a mouse, right? Anyone could fucking like mess with the keyboard. So anyone could be good at video games. It doesn't matter if you're a woman, if you're a dude, or whatever the fuck. Like, who gives a shit, right? So yeah. Thinking all zombies are the same. No, just the unicorn one.
Hold on. I gotta do a quick bathroom.
Hmm. Oh fuck. No. Oh man, he left me alone. Fuck. I have been left alone, so now you can shit on me all you want. So yeah, I do think women should be allowed to do whatever the fuck they want in terms of video games. If you want to play video games competitively, you should do so. Because once again, I do believe that it doesn't matter like if you're a woman or a dude, you can still hold the fucking mouse and you can still hold the fucking keyboard. Or you don't have to hold the keyboard. The keyboard's gonna fucking be there. But yeah. Man, I'm just fucking digging my hole even deeper. God damn it. One is, be happy, you know, and just enjoy life. Cheers. And also fuck dating apps, because they're fucking predatory, they suck. They only go after the ugly motherfuckers, and it's how it goes. I remember like being on fucking Tinder and shit, and basically like on Tinder, when I was on Tinder, I'd be like swiping everybody right, literally swiping everybody is like there, swipe right, and no one would be like a match, and then the fucking application would be like, you ran out of fucking likes, or you ran out of swipes, so you should in practice pay us money so that you could be swiping a little bit more. And I was like, nah, thanks, I'm good. You know, I could literally just like pay a hooker to do the same thing. Well, technically she'd do a lot more than you fuckers are doing, and get my way with it. So fuck off, Tinder, you stupid fucks. So yeah. Do you have
Good
anything
question.
to talk
Is that
about?
actually legal there?
What, hookers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Totally.
legal there? Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like here that's completely illegal.
I mean, like, if you're not found out, it is legal.
Oh.
I mean, fuck, man. What do yeah. Well, I actually don't. I actually don't know. Like, I've never done it myself. But like, there are brothels around the region where I live. I've never been to them or whatever. But like, I know there are brothels. No, I'm being serious. But I know there are brothels around the region where I live that have hookers.
Wow.
Go there, fucking pay them, and like, yeah, you can either get a fucking jerk or whatever the fuck. Go home. All good.
I guess speaking of, I don't know if that's a good segue, but speaking of hookers, there was this great video I found. Let's see, where's this guy? This guy somehow. Okay, here's the tweet. I found it. I'm gonna post it in the chat. You gotta pull this tweet up and watch it. Like the guy claims ice fishing, allowing ice fishing could lead to prostitution.
Okay. Ice fishing. Huh. Okay. Right. Ice fishing. Okay. Copy video address. Let me see if I can put this on here. Last week it didn't fucking work. Hopefully it works now.
That's a great.
Dude, why are you not fucking working, you stupid fucking cunt sucking stupid piece of shit? Oh man. Okay, well, whatever the fuck. I'll just share this shit and we'll watch it together. Share screen.
Yep. This is a great one though.
Go allow. Can you see that?
In the thing, I don't see it. No.
Well, people should be able to see it.
Oh, okay. I see it now. Yeah.
To ice. Additionally, if you open this up to ice fishing, while on the surface it sounds good,
Sure
then
do.
what happens next year? Does someone come back and say, I want an ice shanty
Oh, yeah.
on Hudson Springs Park for X amount of time?
Yeah.
And if you then allow ice fishing with shanties,
Catch more fish.
then that leads to another problem:
Walleye depletion.
prostitution.
Huh?
Now you got the police chief and the police department involved.
Guy, what kind of bait are you using?
Data points to consider.
Yeah, no.
Additionally, if you open this up to ice fishing,
Yeah.
while
That was-
on the surface it sounds
That's hilarious. The guy, I don't know. So he's the mayor of Hudson, which I think is like the, if I understand it, that's in New York. So the guy is saying that if they allow people to fish in the, ice fish in the river, that they would then build shanties, and then they would make like prostitution shacks. It doesn't make sense. None of it makes sense.
I'm so confused. What?
Yeah, 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 that broke my brain too.
Huh?
Yeah, that guy, like, if you saw the reaction of the guy next to him too, like he was like, "What did this guy smoke?" Oh man.
I don't get it, man. Like, why would fishing lead to prostitution? Sorry, retarded motherfucker here.
Okay, so what he's trying to say is, so there's ice fishing. So they have rivers across the Hudson, right? So you have the Hudson River, and then the river freezes over, right? And then it becomes where you can, like, you could ice fish on it, right?
Yeah.
You follow me there? So then
what's ice fishing? It's like you open a hole.
Yeah, you open a hole, you fish
Right.
down in the hole. Yeah, okay. And then what he's saying there is that, okay, if we allow people to ice fish, like what they're wanting, I think he's trying to block people from being able to fish on the ice there, is what he's trying to do. And so what he's saying is, if you allow people to ice fish, then they might build a shanty, build a little shack, right? And then if they build a shack there, then they would have like a prostitution house there. I don't fully understand, but that's his logic. I have no idea how he got there. But somehow he connected the allowing of the ice fishing for people to build shacks, and then in the shacks they would have prostitutes. Oh yeah, I totally know about ice fishing solo. Considering I hardly even see.
I don't get it, man. I don't get it. I don't understand what's that supposed to mean. I don't get it.
I don't know. I mean, I don't think there is anything to get, because he didn't make any sense.
So, if you can open a hole in the ice and shove bait and a fishing rod through the ice hole,
Mm-hmm.
it could lead to prostitution. Why?
Well, what he's saying is that they would build shacks. I don't know how he's getting to that point, but he's saying that they would. Okay, if you ice fish there, then you build you a shack to ice fish, and then while you're ice fishing with your shack, then you're gonna recruit prostitutes over there. That's what he's suggesting. I don't know how he got there. I don't know.
How are you
I
gonna
don't
build
know.
shacks on ice?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. He just, I don't. It's crazy.
I understand now why people are why the fuck you guys are allowing crack pipes to be shared across America.
That's true. Yeah. You saw that story. The Biden is apparently handing out smoking. They're calling them smoking or smoking kits. Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
they literally are crack pipes basically, and they've been trying to debunk it. They were like, "Oh no, it's false. Fact check false. They're not giving out crack pipes, and we're just giving out smoking kits, which happen to have like
Crack
like
pipes.
yeah, the pipes, you know, the lighters, all that stuff." There's free crack pipes for everybody. I need to go apply for my free crack pipe, free government crack pipe.
I kind of want to move to America now that you guys have free crack pipes. What do I have to do to go into America?
See, we aren't gonna make the Alabama people happy yet, though, because we don't have free meth pipes. Like you gotta make it special tailored for the meth now. Meth heads, up here that we literally have a mountain up here that people call Meth Mountain because there's a lot of people who do meth here.
Right.
My parents' neighbors actually had 2 working meth labs while when we were living there.
You don't have to like expose your parents, man.
Oh, it wasn't my parents. Yeah.
What did you say? I'm sorry. I heard parents somewhere. Was that? I don't fucking.
my like when I was living with my parents, our next door neighbors had 2 working meth labs.
Oh, your neighbors, right? I'm sorry,
dude. They were literally meth heads are another level because they were literally mowing their lawn at like 4 a.m. I don't know why. I would get woken up at like 4 a.m. hearing the lawnmower go spinning up, and then all of a sudden, like I would look out there and
go brrr,
lawnmower go. It was especially whenever it was popping. Like they would break the thing, and then they would have to repair it, and then it'd start doing this popping noise. But yeah,
listen,
they were mowing their lawn, dude. And there was no grass left. It was like dirt, and they're still like they had to get out and mow it like every day, even if there was nothing out there. Like the meth heads are a different breed.
Listen, here's my take: if you can't take vaccines, you motherfuckers are gonna take meth.
Oh, okay.
Right? Or sorry, crack.
I think I would do crack before I'd do meth. I mean, I've seen what they make meth with.
I don't fucking know what's worse. Dude, I've never done any of those things.
I haven't either. I don't have to do it to know.
It's like, I mean, dude, what the
I've
fuck
seen,
is
dude.
wrong
They're literally
with...
mixing like Drano and stuff together to make meth. Like that's literally the kind of stuff that they're using. They're like taking Drano and mixing.
The worst fucking drug I've ever heard of, which I think it was also like publicized or promoted across America, was like crocodile, which was like fucking. It was like cheap ass fucking meth or crack or whatever the fuck. Which basically what it did was like it fucked up your skin, and like your skin would eat itself and shit. Like, it's fucked up, man. Like, dude, I don't understand what the fuck is going on in the world, right? But, all right, so, you know what? Here's a decent segue. I still have a fucking topic to talk about here, but, like, here's a decent segue. The other day I was streaming, and he talked about, like, how Russia was, like, partly one of the reasons, like, why this whole like fucking gender dysphoria or whatever the fuck was affecting America so much. Why do you think that is?
Well, it's in America, so we have like the most. I think that we try to tolerate the people, the most amount of people, and I think that a
Yeah.
lot of times like we're very agreeable people. Like Americans, like I don't I've seen how some other people interact, from other countries, like how Brits behave and how how like I told you, I watched this Romanian YouTuber, how he is about stuff, and he talks about how people interact over there, and they don't put up with a lot of stuff. Like if a lot of this was coming to their doorstep, they would basically be like, "Nah, that's dumb. Like, you're not you're a boy. You're not you don't think you're a girl. You're a boy. That's it." Like they would just stop it there. But like a lot of Americans, they have this idea of like, okay, well, we need to be able to understand other people and try to like it's very like this fake empathy, what I call it. Like a lot of people want to feel like they care about other people, and a lot of times it's more destructive. It's more harm than it's good, because we try to be everything to everybody, and it never works out.
Which is funny because like a lot of people try to be like Americans everywhere else in the world.
Well, they're looking at the old Americans, right? Like the older version, and the idealized American, right? So the
Yeah.
idealized American is the guy, he's got guns in his in his bedroom, and stuff like that.
Well-
And he has a American flag out there. He's waving his American flag. He's like, yeah, America, I'm proud to be an American. He's waving the flag and stuff like that. That's the kind of American that a lot of people think that we have mostly. But generally speaking, that most Americans are really weak, like really weak-minded or like weak-willed. Because if you're standing like if they go to talk to somebody, especially if it like with their kids nowadays, a lot of Americans with their kids, they kind of just let their kids run the show. They don't really handle anything. And they just they're very permissive. I guess that's probably the big encompassing term is Americans are very permissive about things. Like we want to allow, okay, if you want to go
Man, we gotta drink again.
Oh man, I don't have anything now. Let me go grab some.
Motherfuckers, why do you have to choose to fucking level up on my show, man? God damn it. This wine sucks, by the way. Okay? This wine is garbage, dude. Luckily I have a beer in the fridge, so it's all good, but fucking hell, man. I'm waiting for Daniel. Actually, I'm not waiting for Daniel. I could have taken the fucking swip, right. He's fucking...
There we go.
What do you mean here
I should
we
just
go,
take both
man?
of them.
Bro, I could fucking drink 13,000 bottles of water. If you had this wine, you'd fucking puke your whole guts out. Fucking hell, man. Ah.
Darn alcoholics. Look at you. I gotta give you a hard time. But no, yeah, definitely never wouldn't give that to kids. But
what? What'd you say? I'm sorry, my mind was lost.
So yeah, we were talking about the oh, you were asking why like Americans allow all this gender crap and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, what it boils down to is Americans are very permissive, and they allow people to do and say things sometimes in especially if they're in person than they would otherwise. Like, so if you're standing in front of somebody and someone it's almost like what people perceive the Canadians to be. So like a lot of people perceive Canadians to be if someone swears at them, they'd be like, "Oh, thank you, eh?" Just like not even care kind of thing. Yeah, hats off to you, eh? Just kind of like. But
Dude,
really, Americans are more permissible
listen,
than that.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. Like, do you know how many fucking episodes from Family Guy have been airing on fucking Fox Comedy here in Portugal the last fucking 3 months? A lot.
Yeah.
And there's an episode from Family Guy which is like fucking Stewie and Brian going to fucking the North Pole. And going to the North Pole, they fucking find like a Canadian guy. And like, he's like, so do you get, what do you guys have to go, eh? And like Stewie's like, we have to, fuck man, I forgot, hold on. There's gotta be like a fucking thing here that specifically talks about this or has the fucking episode on YouTube. Stewie Griffin Canadian moments or whatever the fuck. Yeah. Here we go. Fuck yeah. Literally the first one fucking thing. Dude, like literally this is one of the fucking things we see the most on fucking TV here.
Wow.
So it's hilarious, man. All right.
Yeah, but the idea though,
listen, like literally what you said. Listen to this. Just listen. All right, hold on. Let me just fix this shit. Hold up. There you go. Okay, we're good.
Oh, hey there. You having some car troubles, eh?
Yeah, we're trying to get to the North Pole. I don't suppose you're from AAA, are you?
Who?
AAA, you know? AAA.
Oh, AA, eh? Hey, I just came from AA.
No, not AA, AAA.
Yeah, that's what I said. AA, eh?
Oh, so you are with AAA?
Oh, no, that's AAA. I just came from AA, eh?
Huh?
Louis, I think he's just a drunk.
Well, drunk or not, can you help us?
I can if you want to join AA, eh?
No, I'm already a member of AAA. I need help with the car.
Oh, I see. Yeah, looks like you got some water leakage. You might need a hose, eh?
Jose, Roberto, whatever. If you got some Latinos up here that can fix cars, that'd be great.
No, I mean, it looks like you need a part, eh?
Well, yeah, when it's fixed, we can celebrate, but let's deal with first things first.
Well, I can probably take you to a gas station, eh? You have cash, eh?
I don't know. My name carries a little weight, but I don't see how that matters here.
Look, we don't have enough cash to fix the car, and we're kind of on our way to the North Pole. Oh, a car won't take you there anyway. But if you like, you can take my snowmobile. Really? You just give it to us? Oh, sure. That's what Canadian hospitality is all about. If you like, you can have all my money and my leg.
Okay.
He actually takes his money in his leg, doesn't he?
In his leg, yeah.
Why'd we take his leg?
Well, we're in their country, Brian. We have to observe their customs. Oh dear. Well, at least we're
Then he loses
leg
leg.
of our journey, Brian.
But like the whole fucking like, you know what
Okay, I remember this one. It's been a while since I've seen this.
it's so funny, dude. Like, hey, it's so fucking
but
good.
like what we were talking about though,
What were we talking
people
about?
perceive about the like the gender stuff that people are like allowing in the US and that kind of stuff. So I was comparing Americans to how people perceive Canada to be. So like a lot of people think Canadians
Right.
are like these really nice people, like these
AA.
overall AA. But overall, I think Americans, generally speaking, are a lot more permissible about like people. Now we're a little bit more rugged. I think we're less, like we're not a soft people. I
You're
don't
a bigger
think
country,
necessarily.
man. That's a big part of it, right? So, like,
Yeah,
because you're a bigger
there's-
country, you have a lot of people that you have to be responsible. Be responsible for, right?
Well, like to be respectful, like a lot of people, there's a lot of people that you're going to interact with, and you have to be respectful to a lot of different types of people, right? So all these different types of people that I'm running into, I mean, in Portugal, like there's probably a lot of people that are similar. I don't imagine Portugal is like really all these different kinds of people crammed together. You know what I mean? But like America, there's a reason they call it the melting pot, because there's a lot of different kinds of people. We all got to kind of get along.
Well, I
get
mean,
something done.
Here's the thing. Portugal is like the size of what? Like fucking. I think Portugal is smaller than Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so like this is what you got to take into consideration. Like my country is smaller than one of your states. Like it's actually smaller than like most of your states, to be fair. Well, your whole country, which like technically when people are talking about America, see this is the difference. Like when people talk about Portuguese guys or Spanish guys, it's one specific country in the whole spectrum of Europe, right? Which has so much shit to fucking take in because it's Europe and there's so much like culture in it that it's hard to blame one specific country or one specific individual in the whole spectrum, or one specific culture, if you will. When we're talking about Americans, it's so easy to blame everybody, or it's so easy to like put every single person that's American into the same basket. When you're all in the same country, like you guys are a whole country, right? But we're a country. Like we are, like my country is a country in the continent of Europe. You guys are a country in the continent of America or North America, right? So it's so different because like you have
it's like we can even break it down this way. Like my state, Alabama. Like there's a lot of there's different.
Alabama.
Yeah. Where the sky falls from blue. But yeah, like Alabama is going to be different culturally than like New York, and that's why a lot of our differences are.
Yeah, but like nobody, no one,
but
like
generally
most
speaking,
people in Europe doesn't give a fuck about like how different Alabama is to Europe, or how Alabama is different to New York, or like how Georgia is different to like most other states, right? Because it's such a like for us here. It's just like, it's not that different because technically it's the same shit, but it's almost like a fucking like, it's almost like a fucking different universe that you guys have a single country with states where we have a single continent with countries, right? Does that make sense? I know it's hard to
I mean, you guys are kind of, with the EU now though, you guys are all kind of are almost like, I know the EU's kind of been pushing more towards it, but the EU essentially is sort of y'all's version of the United States in a way, because you guys have a lot of different countries that have kind of banded together to be the EU.
It's a lot different
overall, like whenever
it's a lot different. It's a lot different in the sense that we all hate each other. Okay. Every American person accepts every American person, but I'm a Portuguese guy and I fucking hate the French. And
who doesn't, to be honest? Like I don't know anybody.
Listen, you're American, so a good thing you hate the French. But like, most people accept the French, but like they're against like either the Germans, because the Germans are like, oh fucking hell, they're like, fucking me, fucking, like, because the Germans kind of like own Europe right now and shit, like,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Everything runs, Germany runs the EU completely. Exactly,
yeah. So like, you know what I'm saying, like, because like, oh, the UK with the Brexit thing, like, because that's another thing. I could go to England. Well, actually, as a matter of fact, fucking practical example. When I was with 2017. I went to England with my citizen card from Portugal, right? Because I'm in Europe. I'm a Portuguese individual, so I could go to England with my citizen card. I didn't need a passport. Now I have to get a passport to go to England. That's a big fucking difference. Like, if I want to go to England right now, I need a passport because they did the Brexit thing. So like a lot of people like yeah, it's a whole fucking shit show, man. Like, Europe fucking sucks, dude.
Now I know where I don't need to travel.
I mean, you could travel. Like, if you're a foreigner, it's probably gonna be fun for you because like you're gonna have a good time. People are gonna be like considerate and stuff. For people who live here, fucking sucks.
But I mean, like, even what you're saying though kind of demonstrates what I was talking about. Though, is like a lot of Americans are willing to tolerate other Americans, even if they have like absolutely abhorrent ideas.
Yeah.
So like, if someone was a completely, like, there will be people who like in America, the general agreeableness of people is like really high. We're gonna accept most people. Now, obviously, if someone was like an actual KKK member or something like that, then most people are gonna be like, I don't agree with that guy. But those,
good.
other than that, most Americans are gonna agree. Oh well, you're gay, or you're whatever you may be. They're just gonna kind of be like, oh, okay, like they'll go along with it just because they just want to go along to get along,
right?
Because the idea in the American ethos a lot of times is like, if we don't agree with you, we want to get along with you to be, and we can band together and we can fix a lot of stuff. That's sort of the American mythos, the mythology,
the freedom and the unionship.
Yeah, the idea that we have a solid union that we can band together and figure out our problems is a backbone for a lot of what these people like. They're able to get across their ideas, and we shouldn't have allowed it to get this far with a lot of the ideas, the crazy things that they're pushing now. But I blame that on the as always, you have to blame your previous generation, right? It's like they're doing boomers. They failed me.
Yeah, but like the thing was like, the coming back to like the initial thing I said, like the Russians, man, like they have such a hard time, dude. I understand what you said when you said like that on my stream, because like the Russian government has nothing to do with the Russian people, because the Russian government the Russian government is like 50% of Russia, and like the Russian people is like 50% of the Russian people. It's like the Russian people are poor. I hope it's not like India, where like a lot of India is filled with like corrupt, stupid motherfuckers that run the country, and like the rest of it is like full of poor people that have like very little to cling on to when they're like really skilled and like they're really smart people and stuff. Like fucking Oriole, man, like look at Oriole. Oriole is a fantastic platform. They're really smart people that created that shit, and they're from India, right? And same thing with Russia. Like the government has nothing to do with the people, because like the people are really like, they're most of them are poor. Most of them, like, you see, like if you went to Russia with a wage from Portugal, which sucks, fucking like our wages in Portugal are some of the smallest fucking wages in the whole European country or European continent. But if you went to Russia with a European or with a Portuguese wage, you'd be like, "Oh, this is this cheap? Oh, fuck yeah, man!" You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, like, so like, Russia's ruined their economy. So yeah, I get what you were saying, like, about, but I mean, like, Russia as the political like front is what a lot of times what's been the problem for. Russia and China have been the political enemies of the U.S. for the most part.
Listen, fantastic point. Chinese people doesn't mean they're bad. Their fucking
Yeah.
government is dog shit.
Yeah, well, it's like it's not the Chinese people; it's the CCP. So like, I don't like the Russian. I don't like the
Yeah.
basically, the Russian government or the CCP. That's basically what I don't like.
Exactly.
But the
fucking
people, I mean,
communist fucks. Yeah.
yeah, the communists basically have run Russia into the ground. They've made it where
Dude,
the
I
whole
live in,
economy is garbage.
listen, I live in a country where we've had communist fucking festivals happen almost every year. Even through COVID, there was a fucking a communist fucking festival. Yes, people were talking about it. Like, how are you fucking making a festival through COVID? And it's like, oh, we're communists, so we're all fucking immune. We're all good. Yeah, communist party. Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Go suck a dick.
Meanwhile, the communists in America were literally begging for us to be locked down. Like, that's funny. Oh, but yeah, I noticed like there's a lot of these kind of like it's a lot of I don't like these communists who ruin a lot of things for a lot of people because they don't realize that like like a lot of people want to be empathetic like in America especially, so that's why we have so many programs for like Social Security, welfare, this like we have all kinds of different programs where people can get basically free Gibbs, right? Free Gibbs, and a lot of people abuse it and they don't want to pay into the system that they're benefiting from, and they have no reason to go back to work at all, like so they don't care and they don't try. And I understand if somebody's like down on their luck, but like there's a lot of it that's subsidizing a lot of degeneracy because we're just saying, hey, it doesn't matter, you can smoke your free crack pipes and you can be on government welfare, and it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. What caused the fucking crack pipe thing, man? Like, what caused that?
Okay, so the problem is that America does have a drug problem often. Like a lot of countries may have a drug problem, but America has a really bad drug problem. And what they're thinking,
I think it's mostly like a heavy drug problem rather than like like weed or something like this that's soft.
Yeah, like a hard drug problem, like the hard drugs,
like
fentanyl,
crack, meth,
like
all that shit. Yeah.
Apparently, the most prominent one right now is fentanyl. That's what a lot of people are saying. But yeah, crack, all this kind of stuff. Heroin's really bad too.
What are you guys, or what when I say you guys, like, what are you guys in the terms of like government and shit? Like, what are you guys expecting to achieve with the crack pipe?
So, well, I mean, I don't know what I don't really know what I'm thinking that they're trying to do. What they want to do is they want to make safe zones where people can do the drugs so they don't harm themselves or other people. That's the idea.
Yeah.
But it's called harm reduction, and they're trying to introduce these harm reduction policies, and the harm reduction policies are essentially like, let him junk out, like let him go get drugged out, at this safe place, so that he doesn't go get drugged out on the street, and maybe walk into cars or get around people and get himself killed or something. Those kind of things.
But do they actually think that people that do this kind of shit are just gonna like sort of be like all the fucking time? Like there's people that are gonna be like that, but there's also gonna be people that are gonna be like, they do crack and they want to fuck shit up, man. You'd be like, whoa, yeah, let's fuck shit up, man.
So there's a basically in the United States, the overall mentality that a lot of people have, I think, boils down to something that one of my high school teachers told me one time. And he actually, they had a whole campaign because we had a No Child Left Behind Act kind of thing passed.
Hmm.
And essentially what it was is you can't fail a kid for being stupid and not passing the class. You got to pass them on. It doesn't matter. Let them all go through, because little Johnny, if he fails the class,
despite the fact that they can't do it.
Yeah, like you have to pass them. Like you can't fail the kids.
That's terrible.
Yeah, like you even if they don't do any work, they did nothing. You basically just have to pass them on, regardless.
It's so bad, dude. It's so bad.
Yeah,
so
and
bad.
in protest to that, he made a shirt for it. It said, "When all else fails, lower your expectations," and that's basically what a lot of our policy is. We don't have expectations for people, so what we do is we decide to lower them. Like, all else fails. We can't get them to stop being druggies, so just lower your expectation. Let them have a free crack pipe and just sit in the corner and junk out. Like, instead of actually fixing their problem, which would cause some actual, like, it would cause actual ripples and actual change throughout the society if you do this to help these people. And some of it also is because of the fact that it's going to hurt their bottom line. If it hurts the politicians' pockets, they don't really want to do it. And
so they're essentially like, "Hey guys, we're gonna give you crack pipes, so vote for us, motherfuckers." Is that kind of it?
Yeah, that's the Democrats anyway. Like, the Democrats are all about free gives, right? They've decided they want to run on a platform of, if you vote for us, we'll give you free stuff. Like, whenever some of the Democrats have been saying that they will get reparations for people, like for African Americans and stuff like that. They're saying like, "Hey, we're gonna get you free money." And who wouldn't vote?
This is so stereotypical and fucking offensive, man. Holy
it is
fuck.
offensive. It is.
Yeah.
It's actually racist. Like, it's actually racist. I don't understand how they can, like, even not see that. And it's funny because it's coming from people like Joe Biden, and he said, I don't know if you've seen this, but back in, he's been in office for, like, he's been in political power for a while. And during a period of time whenever it was a little bit more allowable, he was saying the N-word straight up in the middle of the Congress. He was literally just saying it.
As he kissed the kid. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's a fantastic segue for the thing that I want to talk about next. Have you seen the Showtime documentary called "Everything's Gonna Be All White"?
Oh my gosh! Yes, I saw the trailer.
You actually watched the trailer?
Yes.
What are your thoughts on it?
It makes my blood boil, because there are people out here that can say that they're gonna talk about me, like, maybe not me specifically, but any person with my skin tone. They're gonna say that I'm the problem whenever they're literally sitting here saying, "Oh, look at poor Whitey." Like, it's like, okay, do you really want me to, like, be this mad? Like, I don't hate anybody, really. Like, unless you wrong me. Like, unless somebody wrongs me, I really don't hate people.
Exactly.
But this kind of stuff makes me really hate at least these kind of people. Like, these particular people.
Retarded that in 2022 we're still fucking making documentaries. They're trying to divide entire fucking races. I mean, like, how far do we have to go into, like, fucking 2000 and something until we realize that everyone in the world has good and bad people? It doesn't matter what the fucking skin color you have. You're just gonna have bad and good people. Period. I mean, I don't give a shit if you're black. I don't give a shit if you're Asian. I don't give a shit if you're white. I don't give a shit if you're fucking, like, Muslim or whatever the fuck. If you're a bad person, you're a bad person. Period. If you're a good person, you're a good person. Period. Why the fuck do we have to make everything a goddamn fucking race thing, man? It's so stupid.
Well, it's simple. It's economics, because these people get paid. They can whine and these people are privileged people. These are people who are millionaires, and they're whining about like, oh yeah, some poor whitey, and there's some rich, they're a rich black person, and they're sitting here complaining about like, oh yeah, all these poor white, these white, white people who
didn't
who oppress
Showtime
me.
make the Sacha Baron Cohen's show what was it called? Fucking hold on. Showtime Sacha Baron Cohen. Hold on. Who is America? Exactly. He made this fucking show, dude. He made this fucking show. How the fuck are these cunt lord dipshits allowed to fucking do this show when they literally made a show called Who is America by Sacha Baron Cohen, who literally, like, he went against all the fucking things that they're talking about here. He literally went against all the fucking, like, gun lovers. I'm sorry if you love guns, whatever, like, but I'm talking about, like, gun lovers who love guns in, like, a fucking sexual way. Yeah, like, he literally went against... There's people who like guns in a, like, protecting way, right? I don't like guns personally. I can't fucking care a fucking thing for guns, but that's me because I don't live in America. But like, I understand if you're an American and you can have guns. I understand that, like, you could have guns to protect yourself. I understand it, man. Like, I'm not gonna fucking judge that shit, right? But like, this guy literally touched all the fucking points from like this perspective of an outsider. He wasn't like being specific towards the Americans that are white. He wasn't being specific towards the Americans that are like black or anything, like, but he touched so many fucking good points. This is Showtime, man. This is Showtime.
Well, so like that was a little bit of a different time, or like, even if it's a couple years ago, they want to capitalize on this new trend, and essentially the new trend is that there are a bunch of these like people who are essentially race grifters who benefit from the divide, right? There are people who get paid to say like, hey, white people are causing the problem, and this is what you need to do. Donate to me. And that's why if you look at Black Lives Matter, the organization, not the movement, but like the organization of Black Lives Matter, the actual charitable organization.
I don't like Black Lives Matter. I don't like.
I don't either. The organization. I don't know if you read this, but they essentially.
I'm going to explain to you why I don't like Black Lives Matter. I think, like religion, I think you are a religious person. But I think just like religion, Black Lives Matter is the exact same thing. Religion started off as a good thing, as a decent thing that people wanted to go towards, right?
Yeah. And then you have like the Crusades.
Eventually, exactly. You got the Crusades, you got the fucking like the church coming into that shit, fucking taking over, and like basically just taking advantage of the everything that was built before that point. They took over and they were like, oh yeah, fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, we're the church, motherfucker. So like anyone who's a fucking like, are you trying to get me drunk, man? Are you puking? What is happening?
I had a mouthful. I almost died laughing. I almost spit my drink. I was trying not to.
Are you trying to fucking like get me wasted and fucking like fall asleep again so you can hear me snore?
Yes.
Fucking pussy, man. God damn it. Fucking hell. Anyways, back to my point. All of these individuals, right, that like basically, I have nothing against people who are religious or anything. But when you want to like try to make everybody like the same mentality or the same ideology that you have, that's toxic as fuck. Like that's wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the exact same fucking thing. Like, oh hey, are you not towards black people? Are you not like, bro, as if when you're in the fucking womb, you can select your fucking skin color like you're doing in fucking Dark Souls. Like you can't do that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, like the like I don't know if you saw it, but like a lot of times they would literally make like during the Black Lives Matter protests, they would like make white people like kneel in front of them, which definitely is like a religion. It's like kneel before us, and it's like, oh my god, like why, guys? Like why do you need that much validation? Like for you to have someone kneel before you. I don't understand. Like I don't understand why you would want anyone kneeling before you just because you were born like as a like I guess this is the clean version, but the Romanian YouTuber that I watch, he says like if your parents like screwed each other right, as long as you have your parents had good sex, like they had the good sex. As long as they had the correct sex, like as long as they do the he said do the fiki do it the right way, then you can actually benefit from these systems or whatever, benefit from this.
No, man, you can't ever benefit from these systems, man. Like because
no, I'm saying like that's how like the ideology is thinking.
Yeah. But no one could benefit from these systems because like it. I mean, I understand what you said. Like, if you fuck up right, or if you fuck right, you can get this. But again, your parents fucked right, not you. The things your parents did like 10 years ago doesn't give you the right to do that. Or doesn't give you the right to do whatever the fuck it is that you're thinking about doing 20 years ago when you're like an adult. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you are a human person. We're all humans. Every human person bleeds the same blood. We don't bleed fucking green. If anybody bleeds green, you need to fucking get an Arnold Schwarzenegger to fucking like get us a fucking chainsaw on your ass. You know what I'm saying? But like, literally 99% of us, 99.9% of us are gonna bleed red, and we're all the same, man. It doesn't matter. Do I think that people who suffered through those times, like elderly black men, should like not live through this, or like should not appreciate the things that are happening towards the black community? No, man, because like they literally fought for whatever they are achieving, right? So they should, get whatever it is that they're getting, right? Because they fought for it. But it's the same thing. Like if you're a white dude who fought in war against something, the moment you came out of that war and you were trying to like still sort of approach that thing, you want to have the rights to go towards that thing still, right? Like you want to be able to like, yes, I love that we won that war. I love that we won that fight or whatever the fuck. I know this is so stupid, the thing that I'm saying. I hope it's not that stupid, but like it's probably
what, like I think I can articulate it better. Is like the idea that someone went through something, like if they actually went through a thing and they've experienced that kind of like oppression and stuff like that, they do deserve to benefit from the world that they've helped create, because they've been able to been able to push for those kind of freedoms and those rights. But a lot of these people are like really entitled, even a lot of times rich kids, and some of them are like, they even found that a lot of the people go into the Black Lives Matter protests, which I'm not saying it has to be exclusively black people that do the protest.
It doesn't.
But
it really doesn't.
Yeah, but I mean, like they found it was there were a lot more, you know, like in some areas there were actually more white people than there were even black people protesting. So it didn't make any sense the way that some of them. I mean, and I get that there can be some sort of like dynamic of people wanting to reach out. They're genuinely wanting to help, but overall, I think what it would boil down to is we don't need all these people kind of race baiting, race grifting. What we need is literal people to just kind of go spend time with each other, go do things together, and find people in your community and meet them and talk to them. You know, there's plenty of people you can meet and talk to in your community, and they won't look the same as you, and they won't act the same as you, and you can get along with generally most of them as long as you're, you know, as long as you're both in agreement that you're kind of going to come to the table to actually have a good discussion and actually talk to each other.
Yeah.
But I
So-
find that a lot of it is nowadays is that people don't want that. They like the conflict.
They like the attention. They're fucking attention whores, which is why they create neo pronouns every fucking week.
Yeah.
Mm. But or listen, really, you literally described what I was trying to say perfectly. That's exactly what I was trying to say. And to even exemplify what you just said, we could provide an example of the juggalos. Right? Do you know what
Yeah.
juggalos are?
Yeah.
Those motherfuckers who look like fucking, you know, absolute dirtbags. And what do they like? Rap. They like rap. They like weird rap. They like fucking weird shit. Oh, they like weird shit. They like weird rap. Oh, fucking wow. Are there juggalos who killed people before? Yes.
Yes.
Should we literally make everybody who's a fucking juggalo a murderer? No. Fuck no, man. Like, what are you talking about? So everybody who's a white person or a black person or an Asian or whatever the fuck who killed somebody, literally a murderer? Fuck no, man. Like, shut the fuck up. But
Except for Insane Clown Posse, they're the exception. They are juggalos, and they did probably kill people.
really?
There's rumors. There's rumors that like Insane Clown Posse.
I doubt it, man.
killed people.
Like, I watch a
I don't know.
YouTube I watch a YouTube channel with one of the people that were part of a Insane Clown Posse, and they're like, he's really cool. He's super fucking awesome.
Really?
Yeah. So I don't know, man. Like, listen, I don't believe any of that bullshit. To be honest with you, I don't believe any of that bullshit. I think all of them are cool. There was actually like a fucking protest or whatever. I think it was like during a Trump rally or something like that, like in America, something like that, where so you guys were having like a thing for like the fucking politics thing, and they're like the juggalos are on the other side and shit like that, and everybody was like, we're all the same. Wow, big fucking surprise. We're all the same. We're all people. We're all fighting for the same shit. What a fucking crazy thought. Insane.
Yeah.
Wow. Who would have thought?
Yeah, it's dude. It literally comes down to mostly though that there are a lot of people who benefit from having the divide and they make money off of it, and that's the long and short of a lot of it in America, because like it wouldn't work. I don't think it would work in Portugal, right? Like if someone was to go out there and be like, you know, Black Lives Matter in Portugal, it doesn't have the same weight as it does like in America, and so therefore, like it doesn't have the same weight. It doesn't have the same weight as it does in America. If you do that in America,
like, because
you're gonna
we're very
money.
like, it's because we're very small, man. Like, and also like back in the days when you guys had like slaves and stuff, we had slave owners who were black.
Yeah, I mean
So,
that's
when
historical,
you guys back in the days, like we're talking like 500 1,000 years ago, when you guys had like only white people owning slaves, like Africans and whatnot. We in Portugal had actual black people owning white people as slaves, which is like, no one talks about that because it doesn't matter for the media, because it doesn't matter for their narrative, right? Because it's
and the media is the main one that benefits from the conflict.
Yeah, of course.
Right? Like the media benefits from any conflict. So like they're pumping up the whole Russia Ukraine thing right now, but they benefit from any sort of conflict. If it's not Russia Ukraine, it's gonna be the Black Lives Matter protests. If it's not the Black Lives Matter protests, it's Russia Ukraine, or it's anything else that they can find that they can latch onto just to say like, hey, there's a lot of bad things and there are a lot of bad people and you don't like them, or vice versa, or these people don't like you, and stuff like that. So that's a lot of the dynamic of it, just to create the conflict.
Exactly, just like Gabriel said, we had the Moors. We had the Moors, man. Like that's literally, that's all it has to be, like on a platter. Literally, we had the Moors. Period. Boom. If you don't know what the Moors was, I would suggest you research.
Especially, I don't know what the Moors are. Oh, okay. I think I've heard of.
That's why a lot of us Portuguese, we're all different. Like, we're all different, man. Like, there's some people who are like fucking a little bit more dark, a little bit more white, a little bit more like fucking. We're a fuck ton of shit. That's like, we're like a fucking salad fruit, basically. Me personally, I'm a piece of shit, but a lot of people from this country are like a salad fruit. Like, a lot of them are nice. A lot of them like people from all kinds of walks of life and stuff. But yeah, I'm a salad fruit, man. I'm bitter. Sometimes I'm sweet, but most times I'm sweet. I'm bitter. So. Fuck you, Gabriel, dude. Like, fuck you, you fucking faggot. Yeah, I said it.
There's a fruit called. Wait, no, is there really? Or are you just saying that? Oh, I don't know.
I'm about to fucking find. I'm about to find Gabriel's IP address, and I'm about to fucking like make him a visit, which he probably would like. So yeah. Anyways, just joking. But yeah, man, like, this was a good show. We got like 10 minutes to go. This was a good episode. I enjoyed it. This was like, I guess we could call this the Valentine's episode, right? Because we talked a little bit of like Valentine's, Tinder, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. Or the fuck.
We covered the dating scene. We gave our expert pro tips on dating.
Our expert. I mean,
expert.
Yeah.
Look, all I gotta do is label myself as expert. The media, if there's anything the media taught me, I just have to say,
listen,
I'm an expert.
If you believe you're an expert, who else should tell you that you're not an expert, right?
Right. They should validate my expertise.
Exactly. So there you go. Yeah. This was a good show. I enjoyed it. Thank you very much. Like, literally, thank you everybody that has been on this show, listening to us and giving, some sort of feedback on the MSP Waves chat. Anyone who's listening to the show right now outside of MSP Waves, you can listen to MSP Waves directly on Discord, through mspwaves.com/Discord, and you can come join us and join a bunch of other fucking shows. Like, you've got Joculation, you've got Full Force Radio, you've got Clown World, you've got others, and so like, you got a lot of fucking shows that you can listen to that are really cool. You got like, I think Maker's Meta or something like that. A lot of fucking shows
Loud
you can
and
listen
Proud.
to. It was really cool. Loud and Proud, yeah, exactly. So you can come in there and have a good time. What else? Yeah. This was such a weird fucking silent moment. Why do we have this silent moment?
I was trying to think for a second. Yeah, you can go check out.
Me too. Me too. Go on.
Yeah, so if you want to check out what I do, I'm over on Twitter. I post on Twitter pretty frequently, Trey50Daniel, and I also stream to Twitch and Vim at Trey50Daniel. So if you guys want to come check out my channel, where I stream games mostly, I do. I am willing to talk about any variety of topics, but generally I stream games over there.
Yeah, so go check this stupid motherfucking American. He is he's a racist. He's a supremacist. I'm just kidding.
Whoa.
Dude, why did I say all that
Whoa.
shit? Like, holy fuck, man. I'm
Whoa.
such a piece of shit. Now, Trey is a really cool dude. Like, everybody should check his stream. He plays a lot of, like, stupid games like fucking Dark Souls. Fucking dumbass game. Who even plays Dark Souls in this day and age, right?
You traitor.
No, but he plays a lot of cool games. Like, he's a cool dude. He's a very good fucking guy when it comes to, like, interacting with chat. So, like, if you want to, like, watch a live stream while you're working or whatever the fuck, and you want to, like, listen to somebody talk back to you, Trey50Daniel, he's your guy, man. Go watch him on Twitch or go watch him on Vim. You will not regret it. And yeah, I am me. So
Go listen to the Grinders Verdict podcast over on Oreo.
I guess you could.
Yeah. Go listen to the Grinders Verdict podcast.
Blow us a kiss, says Gabriel.
Alright, here's the song Great. Playing from your youth.
Okay, Google, stop.
How the fuck do you blow a kiss? I have not blown a kiss since like 2005.
Okay, Google, stop.
Is that how you blow a kiss? I'm trying to blow kisses.
I just thought what my Google was.
How do you blow kisses,
Yeah.
man? I forgot how to blow kisses.
You simply just.
Oh, that's how you blow kisses? Oh, it's like the fucking Obama thing, like, right? Or the
Yeah.
Princess Diana, right?
Yeah, Diana.
You know, I'm gonna blow a kiss that's very special.
Hmm.
Get that kiss?
Oh, wow.
It was a very special kiss. Kiss on these nuts. Got him. Oh, man. Anyways, thank you very much for everybody for listening. It was a fun show. Me and Gabriel, we appreciate it. And yeah. Listen to, I guess, Ejaculation next. And we'll see you guys in the next one. But we still have 3 minutes. We have to, like, make conversation or whatever.
Oh no! Whatever will we do?
Yeah. How's your ear?
What do you mean?
I don't know, man. How's your ear?
How's my year? Or are you saying my ear?
Your ear. Year.
Okay, year. My year's been good.
Yeah. What about these?
Oh, okay.
What do you mean? What are you talking about? What about? Do you not like
At
these?
this point, I don't know.
Do
no,
you
I don't
like these?
No, I don't like these.
You want a pizza? You want a pizza?
No, I don't want a pizza.
Why not?
Because I know what you're gonna say.
What about a Hertz donut?
What was that?
Hertz donut.
Oh no.
Alright, we're almost done. Anyways, thank you very much everybody for listening to the fucking episode. And it's gonna be available on the YouTubes and on fucking Vim and on fucking, what else is it? Oriole. Yes, Oriole. Available on Oriole as well. So thank you very much. We will see you guys on the next one when it's not fucking Valentine's Day. And I have masturbated enough to feed 300 families.
What a good outro.
Alright, see you guys on the next one. Peace! Alright, dude. We're done. Sorry. I had to fucking throw some shit out there. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, you gonna stream something or whatever?
Yeah, I'll probably stream some.
I don't think I'm gonna go to bed or sleep anytime soon, so I'll probably watch a little bit.
Yeah, I may get started on Dark Souls 3 now. I don't know. Either Dark Souls 3 or I don't know what I want to do here. Probably Dark Souls 3 though, because I want to finish it before Elden Ring comes out.
Nice.
Because I pre-ordered Elden Ring, but apparently they're gonna keep all the servers offline for for all the Dark Souls games until Elden Ring comes out.
All right, I'm not gonna watch any Elden Ring content until I play that game. So,
Yeah, I mean, well, unless you come by and watch my stream. Huh.
Nah, man, I'm not gonna watch
Yeah.
anything. Literally anything. You could pay me fucking $1 million. I would not watch Elden Ring.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty good. I've only seen like a small, a small snippet of like where someone basically was starting the tutorial area. That's all I've seen, but I'm avoiding everything else. Like they have full on gameplay stuff now, but I'm not watching any of it.
Yeah. I just like with those games I love to like fucking experience them myself, so I'm not gonna watch them because then I'm like, yeah, I know what to do here, so